Yo, what's up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Now, I get it, some of you guys have heard of this drama before, I understand. Alright, so this is going to be about the upcoming swimsuit character, alright, so specifically for a costume. So if you guys are not aware, we got Alec, we got Dorothy, pretty huge right here, alright, this is pretty huge, I actually do appreciate it. First ever limited Summer Pilgrim. Alright, this is going to be a very interesting one. Of course, these two characters right here are pretty much overshadowed by none other than the RAPI Red Hood costume right here. Now, can you blame the players though? Because if you look at this RAPI Red Hood, right, she is probably one of the most famous character in Nikke. Now, there's a reason why that is, right? So there's a reason why she's one of the most famous character in Nikke. If you guys follow the popularity poll as well, lots of players voted for her. Now, this is going to be where the drama is going to be because, you know, the gacha costume. And sadly, a lot of players are still... But look at that! Oh my goodness! Alright, so $60. Players are not happy. So we're going to talk about it right here in this video. This is painful, honestly. This person is a RAPI enthusiast. Alright? Don't get me wrong. I really love the fact that RAPI is finally getting the attention she deserves. And seeing her on the live stream made me jump. How many of you guys jump because of she appeared in the live stream, right? But to hide RAPI's ass behind a paywall and its gacha, nonetheless, why? I get that Shift Up is going through a bit of a greedy phase for a while now, releasing skins, collabs, and all one after another, and they just keep on coming. You can't just hurt us like this, you know? I can't pay because my region, and even if I could, $60 for me is like over $100 in America. I think he's trying to say that he's in a weaker currency country. My good paying job is 10 hours a day for like $78 or something. Is that $78? What is that? $78 is a lot. $7 to $8. Okay, it's a dash. He's supposed to put a dash. He go and put underscore. My country's currency is weaker, I assume, and you give us this much of a RAPI behind a paywall. The popularity skin better top this one. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Like, I understand where he's coming from. I actually don't think that's a strong argument. Now, okay, let me explain why do I say that, right? Because Japan has weaker currency than United States, right? China has weaker currency than United States. But those two countries, the players there are okay with spending, right? So I'm not sure if it's actually just the currency. I think there's more factors to it. But I do think that there's a lot of countries where the currency is weaker, like even South Korea, right? We're talking about, not North Korea, of course, South Korea, right? They spend for like all of these lost art gacha games like crazy. They do all of those stuff, right? They spend like crazy, right? Their currency is definitely weaker than United States. I'm not sure like in proportion to the minimum wage in those countries and stuff, right? But yeah, there's always going to be those factors and stuff. It is going to be complicated, but of course, if you cannot afford it, you know, it's just a skin, right? But then I get it that a lot of people want it, right? FOMO victim, yeah, FOMO, right? At the end of the day, it's just a gacha game. The single most predatory game genre to ever exist. It sucks, but you kind of have to expect the some level of extreme greed. Oh my goodness! Shift Up with the extreme greed. Shift Up is generous with the gacha rates and pulls. They have to make money off of the skins. It's always one or the other. Or they just forego the game part and make it mostly hentai to sell skins like Brown Dust 2 or Azulin. Okay, if that's your jam, more power to you. But I need more than just nudity to play a game personally. I have internet for that. Not defending the skin prices, just explaining why they are likely never to change them. If it sells, the price doesn't drop. Rule 1 of business. I mean, yeah, I mean, this guy is right. He's correct, right? That's just how it is. If they are making money, even if a lot of people that are like this guy from a 10 hours job can only get $7 to $8, I get it, right? It sounds mean to say this, right? But if you are earning $7 to $8 for 10 hours, you are not the target customer, right? You are just not. Imagine Lamborghini makes a car, or Bugatti makes a car. They're not gonna sell it to you. You are just not the target audience. There's a target audience for everyone. This guy is probably not buying the latest and greatest iPhone either. right? He's probably going to buy the cheaper Android phones. There's nothing wrong with that, right? This is not me trying to make fun of broke boys. 100% agree with your point on the gameplay. Drops no break for a plethora of reasons. Gameplay or story was one of them. Have not picked up either Azulin or Brown Dust 2. While they have gorgeous skins, their gameplay are lacking for me. Skins in general are more accepted, as I can often just ignore them, but having to pull extra dupes just to have a character function does feel more pain to me, as that does affect my gameplay. Luckily, Nikke does not have that specific problem. Nikke has its own problem, but I get it, right? Some people are okay with some problems, some people are not okay with some problems. They are too tantalizing, people aren't going to stop buying them to hopefully get the prices down for everyone. The only thing we can do is beg them to drop the price. I occasionally buy them because I have disposable income and budget a lot with my fiancé for our hobbies. I still think they are far too steep of a price. I agree, I think even the regular skins are overpriced. Like the regular Battle Pass skins should be $10. And these gacha skins should be $30 or less. But since it's RNG, they can argue there's a chance you get them for cheaper. But I don't think anyone ever does. If they do, it's like 1 in a million. I've gotten gacha skins cheaper before, twice I think. I don't think it's 1 in a million. I think it happens more often than you think. It's not a high chance, but it definitely do happen. They just need to let us pull the skin from the first or second pull, maybe increase the rate a bit. At least one of those two things would be nice, but both would be best. They just need to let us pull the skin from the first or second pull. No, because the first pull is free, right? That means a lot of free-to-play players will get it. They want you to spend money. It's crazy to think that if this was a standalone retail game, it would be worth maybe $20 at most. Yet all of these games have tricked people into spending shit tons of money. Damn, trick! How did these games do that? Never be tricked, right? Stop buying the skins. You have been tricked. I hate gacha costumes as much as the next person, but people are buying them every time, so it makes no sense not to keep churning them out, sadly. Like, I'm pretty sure like MOBAs do that as well with their costumes. Not gacha skins, but with cosmetics, right? I'm talking about cosmetics generally. You should see this as a win. Them being able to make good money with skins means they won't have to compensate by being more predatory somewhere else. I think that's a pretty good way to look at it, right? The stupid thing is that if the gachas were only $30, I would have bought most of the gacha skins. Shift Up has left at least $200. $200 of my dollars in the table because of their greed. And I'm sure I'm not alone. Oh, he's saying that if it's cheaper, if it's half the price, he would have purchased more gacha skins, is what he's trying to say, right? You gotta remember they've made double that from all the people that did buy them. I'm sure it balances out pretty nicely, otherwise they wouldn't be making so many. I think they are stupid overpriced too, but they are clearly working as intended. Yeah, that's going to be how it is, right? I do agree with that statement. That's one of the issues. Some people either have too much money to spare, or they have no control over their wallets. It's still painful for us who are unable to pay. Is it though? Because you can also look at it in a way that other people are supporting the game, so you don't have to pay, right? Like, you can still enjoy amazing game, amazing gameplay, amazing updates. You can still look at the skin in the game for free, right? Look at the other way. The whales that do buy the gacha skins fund the game, so free-to-players and goldfish can still play the game with minimal money. Yeah, I feel like that could be the best way to look at it, right? Too much money? I work my ass off for what I earn, so I definitely want to enjoy what I can with the money I make after being a sore as F every day. Maybe find a better job? Damn, gacha skin defender came and said, why don't you find a better job? I like to buy gacha skins. Never let people tell you what you can and cannot buy with your money, alright? It's your money. You want to buy cigarettes? You buy cigarettes. You want to buy McDonald's? You buy McDonald's. You want to go Starbucks every day? You go Starbucks every day. It's your money. You want to buy Gunner skins? Buy Gunner skins. You want to spend in Roblox to defeat other kids? Spend in Roblox. Kid Destroyer. Nothing wrong with that, right? It's your money, right? Whatever that satisfy your cravings, right? Not gonna judge, right? I don't think that that's just how it is, right? Do gacha skins ever come back? My country still doesn't have Google Play and game purchases for that reason. I'm hoping we do by next year. So far, they have never made a return, right? They've never made a return. Considering the fact that they are rerunning collabs and previously never rerun units, I wouldn't worry too much about the past. They're clearly trying to make the game more welcoming to late players, which as someone who started like 2 months ago, I appreciate. Yeah, the thing about skin reruns, right? You should never rely on reruns because every time there's a rerun happening, there will be a new skins out as well. Like right now, they are also rerunning some old skins. Nobody will buy that because of the new skins. That's just how it is. The new skins are way more worth it. You spend $20, you in a battle pass compared to the old skin, you only spend $20, you get the skin. The new skin, you can get some additional materials, right? It's just way more worth it. It sucks that Shift Up has not shown any signs that they will change their approach to skins. I was super hyped for the costume when I watched livestream, but after the livestream ended, I realized, oh yeah, this is the gacha one, isn't it? There's no point in thinking about it anymore. I'm never going to pay $60 for a relatively simple skin like this. Wait for the free RAPI Red Hood costumes since she won the popularity poll. They've done a good job for the free Modernia and Red Hood ones. Hopefully the new one will be good too. I understand that Nikke's player base is filled with gooners, but it's super weird to me. People being this broken up about skins, there are 60 whole bucks. Like, I understand if gacha skins were interactive, had additional lines and the like, but it's basically just an overpriced skin selling itself on ass and tits. Like, sorry, but I need more than horniness to justify dropping 60 bucks on a skin when I could get a new game for that price or several discounted ones. Oh, the Elden Ring or Nikke gacha skin argument. Ah, Elden Ring or Nikke skin? Who wouldn't choose Elden Ring? You get what I'm saying? Truth, no. You can only buy Elden Ring or the gacha skin. Why not, right? I mean, yeah, there's always going to be that comparison though. But when you're comparing something, certain price to this, to this, to that, you can only buy one thing. Then, yeah, this is probably not for you, right? You're probably not the target audience generally. That's just how it is, right? That's just how I look at it.